Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to part 2 of this deck resurfacing video. If you're missed part 1, go check that out. Today I'm showing you framing of what's going on, so here we go. Here's the outside corners that I did, and you can get a good view of the post and how I butted everything up to the posts and didn't actually wrap around them. It was just easier to do this, and then the trim board is going to go over it, as you'll see later on. We butted up to each one of these. It's all framed out. There's 3-inch blocking and then the 2x8s. And if you're interested in little giant ladders, I got a video on those comparing an old one and a new one. So check that video out. I'll put a link in the description and a card up top. Okay, so here's where the old rim joist was. I've moved everything out 3 inches plus the new rim joist, so the deck board will land there. There's going to be a 1 by here too. Luckily the ledgers came out longer than we needed. And yeah, this isn't really supporting anything other than the trim. So when we took out all the metal strapping blocking that was in here, we're adding real wood blocking, which will really stiffen up the deck. You can see what we did here on the corners. My miters are going to be on my picture frame right there, and then the deck boards will land on the existing where the old rim was, and the other deck board will end right there, so I won't have to notch these at all. I'll just notch the picture frame. So these posts right here were really tipped out like that, so we actually, because they're already attached up there, we actually cut the framing and brought the deck out 1.5 inches. You can see here where I added a block in. We had to add this board on to carry the weight. We just went all the way down to the ground with it. And we use structural lags here that's lagged into the notch on the post and then into the post down. Even though it's still resting on the beam, now it's got some weight on this, you know, when it all settles. Okay, so I've pulled the first row of siding off because I noticed here that they had cut the original flashing. Apparently when they did the siding, he thinks, there is some what looks like ice and water shield back there, but it is wet behind it because this is just not done correctly. So I have to pull off the siding, pull off this J-channel, and put some sort of flashing on here. So that's my next thing, is to pull the siding off all the way along the bottom and do that. All right, so here's an afternoon update. Got all the white vinyl trim around the outside with some 45-degree mitered corners. Looks super good, just nice and clean. Here is the 45-degree bevel cut, the seam. And you can see they're all face screwed, and they opted for that over the screws and plugs. So this is what it looks like. Now here up on top of the deck, you can see I got the siding pulled off. The flashing just ends right here. So I'm gonna have to do something. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I'm gonna do. So we'll come back to this. And then here you can see what this strange thing looked like. Turns out it used to be a cantilever deck. So these boards are the floor joists inside the house. It was cut off and then framed like this. And I'm just gonna put flashing over the top of it. So here's the piece of flashing that I bent on my metal brake. It's a pretty simple thing to do if you have a metal brake. And then I just slide it underneath the door and put a couple nails in it and bent it down over the little rim joist. Then you can see my blocking here all the way across the whole deck. It's under that thing too, but that really helps really stiffen up the deck. And then you can see right here what that trim board looks like from the inside, and then that'll of course all get covered by decking. All right, and then here's what the other corner looks like. Hope you enjoyed that polka. All right, so here's an update. I got the stairs all completed, except for I think I might have another piece of white trim to cover that pressure treated. Hey, so if you want to check out how I built these stairs and how to cut stringers, I did a video just on that. A lot of people don't know how to cut stringers. It's actually pretty simple. People think it's harder than it actually is, I think. So if you want to check that out, there's a card up top above me, as well as a link down in the description below. This is going to get painted, and I'm going to build a railing to match that railing. And I got the risers and treads in. We use deck boards for the risers. And I got my flashing all fixed up here with new flashing that's done right. And I got the picture frame part on, so you can see it over there. It's mitered on the corner. And it goes around the outside there, on the other side of the railing. And over there. So now I just gotta lay deck boards. We got all the hurricane ties on and everything's all secured everywhere. I gotta do a little piece of flashing under the door there. There's that weird area. But other than that, ready for decking, and then this will be wrapped up. All right, so the next step would be to screw down the deck boards. I'm not gonna show you that. It's basically just cut them and screw them. If you wanna be crazy like me, you can get really into where all the joints land. I'd like to do completely random joints so that they don't have any sort of a pattern whatsoever. And the shortest one on the end will span at least 2 joist bays. So there'll never be anything under 16 inches. And I really don't even like to do I like to do 3 if possible at all times. So anyway, I could talk all day about how to lay out deck boards, but I have my way that I do it. You probably have your way that you do it. Just try not to get the seams to line up in a row a whole bunch. Try to stagger them as much as you can. If you really enjoyed this video and you enjoy my content, you can join my Patreon fan club. I'll have a link for that down in the description if you want to check that out. Basically, I do some little bonuses, and you can get emails letting you know when my videos come out. I email my patrons every time that I release a video, and the more patrons that I get, the more cool bonus stuff I'm going to be doing. So the only way you're going to do that is if you're part of the group. So join the group down there, and I think that's it. So thanks for watching, and did I already say everything? I don't even know. Whatever. See you later. See you on the next video. Subscribe up here. Check out these videos. Like, comment, all that jazz.